Hey everybody, welcome to the first Guerrilla Miniature Games garage sale. So what is this and what am I doing? Well, as some of you might know, this place is full of stuff. My collection of gaming stuff is pretty vast, over almost 30 years of gaming and working in the industry and all that things. I've collected a ton of bits and bobs, armies, miniatures, terrain, all that stuff. And now it's filling up the co-op. And of course, I've also painted almost 600 models and pieces of terrain since I started this 14 months ago. So suffice to say, I have a lot of stuff and it's accumulating even faster than it used to because I'm building and producing stuff to make videos with all the time. So what I'm doing with this series, it's kind of a series, I guess, because I'll probably do this every once in a while, is I'm getting rid of stuff. And so my need to purge and get rid of things becomes your guys' gain, hopefully. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna throw some stuff up on eBay. And there's two sort of folds here. One, it's gonna help offset costs. Building this place was expensive. I got a few $1,000 in credit card debt I'd like to get rid of. And auctioning this stuff off will definitely get that ball rolling. And get us back to sort of credit neutral where I'd like to be going into the finishing the second year of GMG. And so I got a couple armies here to start off with. There is a lot more stuff I'll be going through. I didn't want to just dump it all out on the table though, because I think it's a bit overwhelming. So I'm trying to do it like two armies or collections of things at a time. I'm gonna start with two 40k armies. These are two of my older 40k armies. Both of them were made for fun work projects while I worked for GW. One is a Eldar army of Eldar Rogue Trader themed Corsairs. It's perfectly playable today, but it's all converted with a Corsair Exodite theme. So if you ever remember the Rogue Trader Eldar, they're all wearing like blue jumpsuits and they had yellow helmets with like tiger striping, and they all had green guns. Well, that's what this army's painted of. And it was painted for a fundraiser Games Workshop Canada did way back called Paint or Die, and it was a 1 month challenge. You had to paint an army, and it culminated in our staff tournament. And what happened was we put up $50, and if we finished in the allotted month of time, then Games Workshop $350 too for the Canadian Cancer Society, and we raised a ton of money that way. And this is one of the years we did. I painted this army. The other one was as a I think a staff training thing. We were always when foundation paints came out for Games Workshop, and we all painted armies in like a weekend. And this was long before Forge World was doing pre-Heresy stuff, like ages ago now, like well over 10 years ago. I painted a pre-Heresy Dark Angel army, and so did a bunch of other guys. And so this is that pre-Heresy Dark Angel army with a few other things put in. Don't think it's gonna be like Age of Darkness Codex legal. I'm sure you could play it like if you just used the the Pride of the Legion, you could easily play this as a completely legal army because it's nothing but Terminator squads and tactical squads. And then the only thing that would be weird is you have to find a way to use the Razorback that I have in this, but you could just call it a command tank and be done. You can call it a Damocles or something like that and just be finished with it. It's completely playable as a Horus Heresy army, but it's not any Forge World stuff because it's all just, this was before there was Forge World Horus Heresy stuff, and I was just converting all the stuff to look like it was pre-Heresy from the art from the card games, which was where all of this inspiration sort of like, I guess, kicked off. There's a huge bunch of art done for the Horus Heresy Sabretooth card game, and that's where this army came from. And I'm gonna throw some other stuff in it too. But anyway, we'll take a look at the armies right now. I'll throw some links up in the video description for the actual the eBay auctions, and you guys could take these home and own them. And I want them out of here because I need the space and I need the carrying cases. Right now, Frostgraven is not chest are carrying one or sharing one carrying case, and they're fighting it out for like there's no slots left. Like it's I need them each to have their own carrying case because I've just paid too much stuff for those two games in the last like year. And so these guys are going. These guys are gonna ship out. So I hope you enjoy them. You can take a look at them if nothing else, and I hope they go to some happy homes. So thanks for checking them out, and we'll walk through them right now. So here is my Rogue Trader themed Eldar army. So I've got my Space Captain Harlock here. I used to use him as Mogan Ra, but you could just use him as really anything. I think you could use him as a Corsair Captain. I don't think they can have a Shuriken cannon, but you can give them some other big type gun that you can just say that counts as a power weapon that is fine. And then this is his best friend, a Shadow Seer, who is just basically a Farseer. You use him as a Farseer. And have those as your two HQ choices. And the rest of this pretty much is troops with the exception of a couple units. I have these Corsairs that I count as Dire Avengers. Corsairs that count as Dire Avengers. This one has a heavy support choice, Falcon to ride in. Falcon Graph Tank. You can see I've given them all like pirate flags and stuff to make them more piratey because they're Corsairs and they're all done up in the Rogue Trader color scheme. And then this one here has a Wave Serpent, which again has like the space squid because they all worship the the Star Serpent, the Cosmic Serpent. And they have their little skull and crossbones flags and stuff on here too. And then my other troop choice is a big fat unit of jet bikes, or you can run them as 2 units of jet bikes. They've both got shuriken cannons and twin link stuff. So what they have for the twin linked shuriken catapults, if you see, is I basically just made like Stormbolter style ones. And they're all mounted on old Dark Elf Cold ones, modified to have like riding saddles and bits of Eldar kit on them. I converted them out of Cold One Riders and Dire Avengers, if I remember correctly. I mean, this is, like I said, this is like 10 years ago, so I don't really super remember what I used. And then elite choices, we've got some Corsair, which we call Aspect Warriors. These are all Fire Dragons. They also have a Wave Serpent to hang out in. Once again, converted Wave Serpent. And then over here we have some Shining Spears. And they're all, of course, mounted on they're Exodite style too on dinosaurs. And that's it. I have no idea how many points this is in the current codex. But obviously, if you just want to throw some units in with them, it's a perfectly playable army. And if you love old style Rogue Tradery stuff, this is a cool converted army, which I hope somebody ends up enjoying and loving. So yeah, link in the video description below, and you guys can check them out. There'll be stills as well, both on my Facebook page, if you look for the post of this on my Facebook page, and also in the EB auction. And here's my pre-Heresy Dark Angels. It's got a jet bike captain, made out of Samael, obviously. And he can be a jet bike captain, jet bike, whatever. Jet bikes are a thing in Horus Heresy, so it's all good. And you got 2 Praetors, or optional Praetors here, basically. You've got a Boarding Shield Thunderhammer one, and a Twin Lightning Claw one. Both in Cataphracti style armor, or because actually Imperious armor, Imperator pattern? Whatever the Indomitus pattern, whatever the basic pattern is that everybody has plastic terminators for right now, it's actually in 30k. If you choose to make it Cataphracti or Tartarus, the default option is regular plastic terminators. So these could also be regular plastic terminators. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 guys. I always just count the assault cannon as a Reaper auto cannon anyway, which is the thing, big multi barrels. And then I've got 2 units with Cyclone missile launchers. They've all got a variety of weapons. And as it's 30k, you can give them a variety of weapons. Then Veteran Tactical Squad, missile launcher plasma gun, and a sergeant with a power sword and artificer armor, and then they're all in Mark 6 armor, and then finally an all Mark 6 bike squad. They got some special weapons, melta guns, sergeant with power fist, plasma gun, and an attack bike attachment. And then finally there's a Rhino back here, but well, it's actually a Razorback. The Razorback doesn't technically exist in Horus Heresy, but you could just make it a Damocles, or whatever you want to do. Just take this thing off, right, and make it a Damocles, or just have it as a Rhino for the Veteran Tactical Squad. So there it is. I'm also going to throw in these dice, these Dark Angel dice, which we gave it to the staff back during this challenge, and a scatter dice, because I don't need them, obviously, if there's going to be this, and also these little director markers we made at old flying stand bases that are, little ping, sort of like sonar things. Because it's all part of the army and I played with it a ton, so why not keep it all together? So there it is, the Dark Angels. Once again, there'll be stills on my Facebook page and also in the eBay auction for you guys to check out. I hope you guys enjoy, and I hope it goes to a good home. All right, guys, so there you go. 2 armies for my first garage sale I'm getting rid of. There's going to be more stuff in the future. I've got armies for just a bajillion different games, but I figured I'd start with 2 40k ones, mostly because I wanted their carrying cases for other things. And I will, of course, ship these to you all packed and wrapped individually in some cardboard boxes. So, yeah, check the eBay auctions if you want them. Otherwise, I hope you just enjoyed checking them out and taking a bit of a walk down memory lane with me. But these 2 armies that I played with for years and years and that just need to go to a new home. I don't play with them enough here, and they're just taking up shelf space. So we'll see you next time for another garage sale. I'll probably do these once a month until I'm out of things that I really want to get rid of and there's some space here. Until next time, I'm Ash. Happy Gaming.